the echoes of whispered dreams. Elena Rodriguez stood at the window of her small apartment, watching the rain trace delicate patterns against the glass. At 28, she felt trapped, not by physical walls, but by the invisible boundaries of expectations that had defined her entire life. Growing up in a traditional family in San Diego, she had always been the responsible one, predictable, safe, meticulously following a path carved out by others. Her engineering degree hung framed on the wall, a testament to her family's aspirations. Her current job at a mid-sized tech firm was stable, reliable, everything her parents had wanted. Yet something inside her was slowly unraveling, a quiet rebellion brewing beneath her carefully constructed exterior. The catalyst arrived unexpectedly, a cryptic letter from an unknown sender. Postmarked from a small town in New Mexico, the envelope contained a handwritten note and an old, weathered map. The handwriting was elegant, slightly trembling, clearly from an older person. Some journeys are not about the destination, but about who you become along the way, the letter read. The path you think is yours might just be a borrowed narrative. Elena's decision to take a sabbatical created immediate tension. Her parents, Rafael and Maria, viewed her potential departure as a betrayal of their carefully planned vision for her life. "A stable job is a privilege," her father would say, his voice a mixture of concern and disappointment. "Not everyone gets these opportunities." Her mother's silence was even more profound, a weight of unspoken expectations that hung between them like a fragile, transparent curtain. The map was no ordinary document. Intricate hand-drawn lines depicted not just geographical locations, but seemed to weave a narrative of personal landmarks. Certain points were marked with cryptic symbols, a mountain with a spiral, a river intersected by multiple paths, a desert landscape with what appeared to be a hidden constellation. Preparing for her journey meant more than packing a bag. Elena spent weeks researching the regions indicated on the map, cross-referencing historical records, and quietly building her courage. Each preparation was an act of quiet rebellion, a step away from the predictable life she had known. Her first destination was a small indigenous community in New Mexico. The landscape was both alien and profoundly familiar, vast open spaces that seemed to breathe with ancient stories. An elder named Rosa welcomed her, not with questions, but with a knowing smile that suggested she had been expected. Rosa revealed that the map was connected to Elena's grandmother, a woman she had barely known, who had lived a life of extraordinary, quiet resistance. Each symbol represented a moment of profound personal transformation. In the heart of the desert, Elena learned about resilience, not the resilience of enduring, but of adapting, of understanding that strength is fluid, not fixed. Slowly, Elena began to understand that her journey was not about finding something external, but about reconstructing her own narrative. The map was less a geographical guide and more a metaphorical journey of self-discovery. Returning home, Elena was no longer the same person. Her conversations with her parents shifted from compliance to genuine dialogue. She wasn't rejecting their hopes, but expanding the definition of success. Inspired by her journey, Elena began developing technology solutions for indigenous communities, bridging her technical skills with her newfound understanding of cultural preservation and empowerment. The letter that started her journey. It was from Rosa, who had known her grandmother and recognized in Elena the same spark of potential waiting to be unleashed. Elena understood now that life was not about following a predetermined path, but about creating meaning through authentic choices and genuine connections. The moral of the story is true personal growth emerges not from conforming to external expectations, but from courageously listening to one's inner voice and embracing the complexity of individual potential. 1. When was a moment in your life when you felt caught between family expectations and personal desires? 2. How do you define personal success beyond traditional metrics of achievement? 3. What hidden stories or unexplored aspects of your family history might hold transformative insights? 4. In what ways have you resisted or embraced unexpected opportunities for personal growth? 5. How do cultural and familial expectations shape your perception of your own potential? 6. What would you be willing to risk to pursue a more authentic version of yourself? 7. How do you balance respect for family traditions with personal evolution? 8. Can you recall a moment when a seemingly insignificant encounter profoundly changed your perspective? 9. What does resilience mean to you beyond merely surviving challenging circumstances? 10. How might listening more deeply to your inner narrative transform your life's trajectory?